Hello everyone, so welcome back to another video, and this is something that I just found on, I think it was Twitter, and then was linked through Reddit. I don't browse Reddit that much, but this is really cool. This is cosplay of Exia from Double O, and it looks really good. Let's just go through the video and then I'll go over this here. It doesn't say who it's by or anything, it's just linked. I really love the way this looks, so let's go into this, right? The main part for me about all of this is the proportions here. Like, you can see most Gundam cosplays look really kind of weird because the proportions are out of whack. You know, you'll have like certain parts of the legs being bigger or the head being bigger. Generally, they don't look pretty accurate, but obviously that's to make up for the difference in proportion when it comes to a human body mixed with a Gundam. But this, Exia seems to be really good. It's already got humanoid proportions anyway in the show, but this is highly accurate, at least from this angle anyway. We can see it's got a little bit of battle damage on the knees, or some scuffing here. We got some different bits of scuffing on the legs to show off a bit of wear and tear. This looks like the first version of Exia that doesn't have a GN condenser on the back from the final battle, I think it is. We can see we've got some extra paint chipping on the arms. We've got some paint chipping on the cockpit section. It's even got the additional GN sabers here, not just the GN sword. Let's go check this out. I love the way the head looks in scale with everything else as well. We've even got the GN beam sabers on the back that may make it awkward to move around in later on, but I just love the way that this person just strolls down the street like an absolute badass in this thing. Although I am kind of upset that the GN drive wasn't glowing like crazy. I imagine that'd be way more work. I do love the way though that when they're strutting the stuff here, the GN sword can be just flicked around and put into place. I actually want to know what this is made out of, just for sheer curiosity, because most cosplay is obviously made out of like foam, and I imagine the larger bits here, especially when we look on the inside, look like they might be done using foam, and the ribbons done here with either fabric or some sort of like bendable plastic. But when it comes to some other bits, I imagine it'd be easier and lighter doing them in card and then just going over them in certain areas with like some sort of filler or whatever, and then smoothing it out. I love the way that blade just easily flips out there. It's a bit slow, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. The shield, I'm not too sure looks in scale with the rest of it. The shield on the other hand there, but then again, most shots with Exia don't feature the shield. I'm trying to see whether these, I keep going backwards and forwards over it. I'm trying to see whether these GN condensers, I think the condensers on the arms and the legs, trying to see whether they actually are glowing here, like just in the shot here. Trying to see whether they're glowing or whether it's the reflective properties of whatever they've done there that makes them look like they're glowing a little bit. But that looks really cool in that shot. I don't even know how they've done this. They probably vacuum formed the dome-like shapes. I imagine they've done the same for the head unit as well. This is absolute fantastic in terms of how it looks, the proportions, the attention to detail. All looking real nice. Some real hard work that's gone into this. I'm just trying to see about how it's actually working here, because it looks like just a little bit inside here. You can see how they've kind of done it. It's a little bit blurry on the video here, but we've got what looks like human arms sticking out at a little bit of an angle that go into the actual Gundam arms, so it looks like the proportions are achieved by slightly camouflaging where the human limbs are, but it's done so effectively. Like, you can hardly tell that there's a person inside there, especially the head unit. I'm absolutely fascinated with how they've got the proportions with the head unit there, because normally the chest unit is pretty big and the head unit is pretty big, and then everything else is kind of, like I was saying, it's scaled wrong. The feet are normally huge, the backpack's normally massive. You know, the best example would be Odin builds on YouTube, where they've done an RX-78 cosplay that looks absolutely fantastic, really detailed, a lot like the master grade or the real grade RX-78, but the proportions of that are totally out of whack compared to this. So yeah, that's amazing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. What do you think about this? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, bye!